Hey guys, yep, I'm back. One last broadcast before everything goes ape, I guess would be the right word. So I figure I'd, seeing how I talk about destiny and all that, and God and whatnot, I figure I'd throw a little tarot into it, see what comes out for my read. Y'all can join me. Here we go. We have anticipation. Followed by Four of Cups, stability. Ooh, damn. Followed by a Ten of Cups. And Nine of Wands. Four of Wands. Prosperity. Earth Angel, Temperance. Let's get one summation card for it. Sum up the read for me. What Gemini need you know? Yeah. We got a Knight of Wands and Six of Wands. An Ace of Coins and some read the end bottom of the deck. Yeah. High Priestess. Priest. That's a hell of a read. Very positive read. So you put these out there for you guys so you can see them. This is for anybody, especially myself, Gemini. I'm a Cancer, Gemini, Libra, or Gemini, Cancer, Libra, however you want to say it. My son's Cancer, moon's Libra. Now, I do not feel, I feel the anticipation definitely. I do not feel like I'm winning at all. Like, at all. I feel more like I take two steps forward and I almost get where I'm supposed to get and I get pulled back. Okay, so in Tarot Land, that's all I have for you. As far as what to expect for those who are going to make this evolutional shift. What this is going to be a temporal convergence. One of those few, very rare, every few thousand years that mankind has evolved. Apparently, I'm one of the people that makes this possible. frankly, I'm terrified. Because better the devil you know than the one you don't. And dissolving really doesn't sound fun to me. In order to merge with my higher self on a parallel time frame. Doesn't really sound fun, but that's apparently what I'm doing. And that's what all mankind is going to be from now on. Like the next generation of children apparently will be able to have this ability without the fight, which is good because, I mean, you know, the world needs to change. But apparently, I'm going to be able to bend reality to my will. If that happens, if you are a good soul, expect abundant blessings. Expect goodness. And if you're an asshole, guess what? I got you. That's a fact. So, I really don't know what to go from here. I guess I'll just stop talking and just read what I got. I am the human embodiment, pretty much, of the divine, and I forgive all slights against me. I truly do. And I release anybody who has slighted me, and I forgive you. Not so much for you, but I do it for me, because I'm not going to be attached to your karma. That is partially the reason, my karma is partially the reason why I'm the cosmic intelligence that overminds everything is basically me in human form, where I'm observing myself through this unique window of human experience. So try digesting that. Tell me how you feel. And there's a very shallow window to fulfill all this. And I took a crash course in the last few months in quantum mechanics, and a lot of it works, but it's all proven. But it's at the same time it's very new science, which fringes on belief, which kind of molds both religion and you know, actual science, physics. But quantum mechanics is just, it's basically saying that there are infinite possibilities of my higher self in parallel dimensions from us. All parallel. All happening at the same time. And I know that I can see past, present, and future. I get that. But have it all happening at the same time where I can actually link to someone, which isn't all that far off from the lost point of reference theory I had, where the human consciousness has like little save points along the way. But that is, it's kind of funny how basically we're able to link with our higher self and in essence get a download and know everything they do, all the wisdom they know. And that's what our kids in the next generation are going to be able to do. So I figure if I'm building the new world, I'm thinking screw schools that strip people of their individuality. Let's build schools more like a resonance center where people can get to know who the fuck they are and what the fuck they're here to do. Have people teaching life skills like how to spot depression in someone, or how to, you know, buy a house when you can afford it with a mortgage type deal, or if you could, I don't know, how to deal with a kid when you don't want one, kind of deal. You know, there's a lot of things that people don't teach, and they're life skills that people need.
How good it is.
You know, have actual healing centers that actually heal people and don't make them sicker. And if I'm able to pull this off for us, man, you bet your ass I'm going to be loading up the cash and paying off entire hospitals. The entire bill for every floor of that hospital. For people who have been treated like shit and told that they're nothing, the meek will rise. The first that are so proud right now, get ready, because buckle up, Chuck. It's going to be a whole new ball game when I'm in charge. We ain't dealing with greed. You can't buy me. You can't frighten me. You can't make me sell out either. I'm not here for the applause. I hope that is resonant with you. Couple books. Anybody trying to make this jump or wake up will be important. First off, Learning to Surrender and Dissolving the Self, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Very helpful, very insightful. Get it, love it, learn it. This is my personal journal on Soul Sight and everything that God told me. And this is my journal on healing and what has been going on lately. How I'm able to heal people and the 33 steps of Christ and whatnot. Deals with a lot of string theory and quantum mechanics, mixed with religion and your sacred geometry, like the Triquata and the Pisces, Vesica Pisces symbol, which is, if you mix the two, you get a warped version of what I call my new design of the new seed of life, which is my sacred geometry, mixed with, of course, the Tetranonomicon, the symbol for God or gold, and the seed of life, the original. For anybody trying to make this jump, there's a few things you need to understand. If you're looking for a sign of shifting, keep it a quiet sign. Keep it to yourself. Quietly acknowledge it and continue about your day. Because any sign that says, oh yeah, I made it, and you're jumping up and down, nah. Because that is affirming to the field that you're not worthy. And it finally happened for you? No. It doesn't finally happen. It happens or it doesn't. Things about going into something like this, if you're trying to make this jump, this quantum leap, this is more than a leap. This is like a fucking goddamn springboard, like literally take a slingshot, like a really big one, like Riley Coyote would have, and run as fast as you can backwards and let that sucker launch you over the Grand Canyon type of quantum leap. like from Earth to Jupiter, pretty much, and back. There's a few things that involve this mindset you're going to need to know. Limit who you're around as far as negativity goes. That will help. With your I'm already connected to the role that you seek, keep that front mindset. That declaration in itself will make you help feel that love and compassion for yourself and for everyone else. Your conscious thoughts, your emotions, your cellular memory, and your unconscious mind, or shadow side, shall I say, all need to be in sync with how you feel. And I find the best way to bypass and actually become that energy that you want to become and not radiate one of lack or anything is to think of a time you were truly, truly, truly happy or really loved or something that just lit you up. And I want you to make your own, combine some sacred geometry together, get creative, find a totem that is uniquely yours, that you resonate with. That's simple. And carry that in your mind. Close your eyes and breathe in and breathe all the crap that you've been dealing with out slowly. Okay? Bring that image into your mind and attach a word or a phrase to that sacred geometry of, is it fluidity, creative spark, things coming and going? Is it the fluidity of abundance, being cared for and being able to care for others easily, all the time? Is it, flow, just being able to, just kind of do your thing? There's so many different aspects of different skill sets that people are going to have that they're going to be able to do stuff I'm not able to do. I'm going to be able to do stuff that nobody's going to be able to do. But there's going to be other things that people are like probably way better manifestors than I am. But people that are able to make this jump understand that they are, in essence, cosmic intelligence, mirroring themselves, looking at themselves through this unique human perspective, looking back at the cosmic universal intelligence. It's kind of the cosmic joke, or God, if you will. So, in essence, it's kind of a mind job that you really got to understand that your future self, don't refer to that. Just refer to it as your parallel self that is more evolved, your higher self, in the parallel dimension next to you. That does exist. Because anytime you invest the word future self, you're already saying to the quantum field that you're not ready for it. Because the future is right now. You need to be present in the moment. Not in the past, not in the future, present. So when I say my future self, no. My higher evolved self in the parallel dimension next to me that does exist is the one giving me the download. Make sense? Allow to release everything once you find that sacred geometry that you have. Okay? I didn't get lost on my thing. I just had to make a few things known. Once you have that shape and you've found the way you want to see it, whether it be flow, fluidity, or abundance, or however you want to roll it, whatever you find that resonates best with you, which is a skill set that you'll be able to get, anchor that frequency and bring it from your imagination. And when you inhale the next breath, picture golden light of that sacred geometry filling your mind and filling throughout your cellular network, throughout your entire body. And this is going to pretty much dissolve your old self's frequency. And when this happens and you feel it's there, when you breathe out, exclaim, "This is my new frequency. This is what I resonate with. Anything that does not resonate with this new frequency must leave, for it does not serve my highest good or the good of all." Once you've made that declaration, breathe it in again, let it circulate through your cellular network, and assign either a smell or a taste or a feeling, like an old blanket, like people have like baby blankets and stuff, like they get real attached to, or a taste, like they really like pineapple, or for me, I love the smell of cashmere, so I put cashmere. So I have a sovereign cashmere flow. When I drew it out, and that's what I've assigned to it, so I can take that one word, cashmere, and that puts me instantly back into my vibration whenever I fall out. Another way to remember by assigning this smell to it, or whatever, whatever the anchor you assign to it, that is kind of like sealing it in wax. And that's what makes that sacred geometry yours. That is the vibration you will forever emit until you make the quantum jump. Because by that time, when the soul comes through, when that bad motherfucker comes by, there's just no, I don't know what frequency it's going to emit, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the same one. But this is the seed of life that I'm bringing forth. This is my own unique geometry. Which is mixed with the triquetra, or the Trinity, Celtic knot. Any aha or at last moments, ignore them. They're not real signs. Anytime you find a synchronicity, it's kind of cool to acknowledge them, but do it quietly. Don't be hopping up and down, because yeah, it's a great high, but it's also a dangerous low, which throws you out of alignment again once that high leaves. It's more like there's the synchronicity I was looking for kind of moment. Try to downplay your excitement, which is kind of hard to do, but it's all serves a purpose as far as keeping a level head in this thing. Another statement is I choose to resonate with my higher self, and therefore the fabric of reality calms myself and my emotions. Calm, aligned, centered, probability field collapses your signal that you broadcast. The probability field is the least resistance after you focused on an intention and brought it to the universe when you're making this shift. So if you're making a probability field of nothing but lack, guess what you're going to get? Another very thing that I found out, that there's a singular breath exercise that you can do, and also with the paradox of the open hand. You place your hands on your heart, and then to release, you have an open hand, or to receive something, you have to have an open hand. It's very symbolic, but it's also very, very meaningful for the universe to resonate with. Light codes are going to be huge with sacred geometry. Keep that in mind, and if you want to even try to hum out a vibration of that and picture in your mind's eye the through your third eye or your fourth eye, however you want to roll it, the sacred geometry that you work with what you're trying to accomplish as far as what you're trying to create or co-create with the universe. Let's see here. Life manifests, attracts, and attracts leads to another attract. To be an architect of reality, when your higher self comes to you in a vision, in a dream, in reality, and starts beaming this download to whoever is deemed worthy enough for it, understand that they're there to help you, and they're trying to give you a download to your head's going to start buzzing and your brain's going to feel like kind of like it's on fire because you're building neural pathways. And my head hasn't stopped buzzing since 2 nights ago. When one object in a quantum field, and for anything that is quantumly entangled, so say parallel self is evolved. For them to be evolved, you have to evolve. If you evolve, so does parallel self. Two objects that are quantumly entangled, if one is affected, so is the other. It's just a matter of time. That is a definite effect of a probability field. So by doing that and understanding that this one trick to instantly go into alignment, doesn't matter what mood you're in, breathe in for 5 seconds and hold it. Hold it for 5 seconds. Breathe out all your stress for 5 seconds. Do it again, but place your hand on your heart. And while you're doing this, think only of the moment you're in. Silence your mind and focus on your heartbeat, how its steady rhythm is there. Focus on the air coming in through your nose and filtering out through your body, filling every cell of your blood. And as you do that, thank the universe and surrender as you exhale for 7 seconds. And you have automatically surrendered to the universe and aligned yourself with the frequency you want to emit. You're at the 0 point field, which is aligned. From there, your emotions, your subconscious mind, everything is going to disrupt or evolve to the manifestation you want to bring about. You also have to understand that multifaceted mindset is the only one here that's going to work. If you think in linear mindsets, 1 + 1 = 2 = 3 = 4, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna fly. Personally, I've been having a hard time with letting that last bit of ego die, man. He's been an asshole lately. Not going down, but I've been built to survive, so I mean it's kind of duh. So that's kind of an asshole to mess with. But once you understand about surrendering and watch how things flow, don't let your mind or your ego try to get back into the captain's wheel of the boathouse of, when the universe starts driving the car type deal, or the boat. It knows what it's doing. You just have to go with the flow. And the way you feel and the way you move your hands with sacred geometry is going to be very important in how we manifest things into our reality once we have control of it. So, for those people who are trying to build a new world, there's another thing also called cardiac coherence. And this is a 5-5-5 type deal. Breathe in for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5, pause for 5. Chant I am or I am coherence for 55 seconds minimum. Followed by Awen, origin, origi, energy, grain, presence, return, infinite, and Ophira. Flower of life, spiraled, entangled, serpent, seed of life, frequency that activates you for 33 seconds is the Gija chakras for clearing. If you're having any energy problems, clearing your chakras. And those are going to be chanted for 33 seconds each of lamb, vam, ham, yam, ram, om, and I am. See here. Surrender to what they open with is now shut. Tat Van Ossie, or Tree of Life. Correspondence as above, so below. Inner state mirrors our outer state. Understand that. By cardiac coherence, your heart's coherence. This is when you blend your third eye, your mind, with your heart, your fourth eye. Okay? This is how you see with the soul, when you blend both your mind and your heart, your emotions. When you got those two down, your subconscious is more than likely going to follow with you. There's a way you can do this also in your sleep. Before you go to bed, give your subconscious instructions. Watch what happens. You'd be amazed. This is also only able to be done once you befriended that shadow side of yourself, and so that's going to take some things, little work. So yeah, diaphragmatic breathing with intent in early hours of the day and late hours of the evening, and one time during lunch is always good. The frequency you emanate, even with your subconscious, which is way more powerful than your conscious mind, so you know, that's the one that's going to have the dominant frequency. So mind how you behave during all hours of the day. You can't say, I'm universal love if I harbor nothing but resentment during the day. I can't say that I love everyone if I truly don't. What I can say, though, is I'm always working on my self-love and how to better love others. See, I flip that. It's a positive, encouraging way to... Negative talk breeds negative emotion. Negative emotion brings what? Negative frequency. Positive language equals positive thought. Positive thought, positive frequency. That's all I really got for you guys. frankly, I'm kind of terrified. I don't have any answers, man. It's kind of a trip to find out that the God or overmind of all cosmic intelligence has. It's a trip to find out that you're the one it's decided to live its life through and observe as I'm observing it. Kind of a lot to put on one person. So I'm really hoping I don't screw this up. There's a lot of ins and outs to this. I do have some suggestions for if things do work out. I got, if I'm able to pull this off, I got a couple suggestions here for a world I would like to make. For a temporal convergence shift, to co-create rules of humanity's consciousness upgraded to a new reality, I think in the coming months, what kind of world will I create? A place foremost of peace and justice, I think. Probably be good. First and foremost, for those who have not had justice in their lives and been persecuted, you will be elevated. You will be first for the first time. And those who have been your pursuers, well, they will be last. It's not to say that we're going to promote discrimination. That's not how we do things. If we did that, we are no better than them. But I think with Soul Sight coming into the picture, where everybody's going to be able to see everybody else's soul, I think that should actually eventually replace currency. Because what type of person are you? Oh, well, you can go pay your bills. You can have your house and your college education. Oh, you're a shitty person? Not my problem. That might sound harsh, but the human race is evolving. You know, either sink or swim. Bottom line. With another suggestion, I think that schools need to be changed, where they don't teach programming. They teach people to be unique, help them discover what they're good at, help them polish the things that they're not so good at, teach them life skills, how to cook, how to clean, how to live, how to do carpentry or something, make music like they used to in the 80s, you know? I honestly think my childhood was like one of the last good childhoods of the century, because schools are insane, man. You hear people, they don't even have a band. You know, like, I grew up playing music from the get-go because of school. But, shit that you can figure out, like, we don't need, if we're going to be born with quantum mechanics understanding of, our higher selves understanding, then we're not going to need a calculator or a calculus class, or that could be taught as an elective if we wanted to pursue that. But other than that, the fuck do we need that brainwashing for? Nothing. However, I think schools should be turned into something I want to call resonance centers, where every walk of life is free to worship whatever deity they feel like. And it is encouraged on top of life skills are taught. Healing centers where all manner of healing is taught, where there is no God complex, where we can learn how to heal people instantly through certain sacred practices. This is what I think should be developed in the world. Interconnected mindsets. You know, when you have an interconnected self through your thoughts, emotions, feelings, you know, so forth. Imagine having that spread outward in unity with everybody else. So that way you actually do give a shit, not on surface level, but you actually care if your friend is doing well. You wouldn't have enemies. You know why? Because you would be feeling exactly what the person that you don't like feels. And when we understand that hurting one is hurting the whole, showing compassion and love to the person next to you is paramount, because you are all part of the same consciousness in essence, just living through different separate experiences of a whole conscious overmind's intelligence. Or God, if you want to say. So keep that in mind the next time you want to talk shit about somebody, or you want to kick someone's ass. Now, if someone's trying to hurt you, of course, defend yourself. I mean, I'm a swordsman. I love swords. Just got my ass stuck today. But where we're going eventually, violence is really going to have no place. We're not going to have any use for it later on. Because where we're going with this evolution of consciousness, you're talking about decades and decades and decades, centuries worth of evolution in one moment. Like, this is pretty much the next step after man invented the wheel. Type. Big deal. So understand that. Keep reference for it. And if you happen to be one of the fortunate souls after me that I radiate out to and help awaken, if you see someone sinking who really wants to swim, reach out, help them. Because that is what the rest of us that are going to be leading this new reality are for. That's what we're here for. It's what we're here to do. I'm not trying to scold y'all on nothing. I'm just saying it kind of how it is. Kind of cut and dry, you know. You know, it's funny. I'm 42 years old. No, I'm 43. Holy shit. That's crazy. I'm 43 years old. Damn. That's another thing too. My more evolved self, he's younger than me. So I wonder if I'm gonna come back younger. Who knows? Really all I got. Understand that given coherence of reverence for the split soul that becomes one as a whole between the now, being led now first by soul and second by thought. I therefore attain that I know nothing, but that my God is a compassionate God. And when in here the Father leads, I go, and what he asks, I shall do. That's all I really have for you guys. I got different aspects of healing, ways to talk to the body. I have the 33 steps of Christ. You can comment down. I have ways to command, once awakened, the stars, down to understanding that wholeness is a natural state waiting to be remembered rather than achieved. That authority of an awakened consciousness can command the landscape and matter upon your awakened word. Certain keys are living words. Living words are powerful declarations when you speak them into the universe. And I don't want anybody who is worried about this shift with someone who is picking on them, because those who are spiritually bankrupt, they're not even going to know how to achieve this, because it encompasses, you have to be whole, you have to be healed, you have to be willing to get rid of the bullshit and programming that you've swallowed your entire life. And that takes a vast amount of courage. And for anybody else who's gunning up with me, my hat's off to you, man. It really is. My heart goes out to you, because I know the bullshit that you're going through. Yeah, I mean, look at my face. I understand. I really do. And my heart goes out to you. I love you all. This is God's Arcadian, chosen one. Trying to make this shift before midnight. Namaste.